Hey everybody, it's Tim. How are you? I just wanted to tell you about a conversation. I've had a bunch of conversations the last couple of days with mostly with or early stage agency owners, and there's a world out there where they're looking for sales scripts. They're looking for email scripts. They're looking for call scripts. They're looking for chatbots. They're looking for funnels. Uh, and all of these things so that they can hide behind other people's stuff. And it's not that these people don't have the skills to market. It's the fact that they're afraid. They're afraid. They're afraid of the sale, and they're afraid of the sale in a really very profound way because they're doing everything they can to try to automate or to templatize what they do. And so the upshot is this. So when you're using a templated system, and templates are great, but I would rather think about them as frameworks where you've got sort of logical sections with points you want to accomplish, rather than a script that says this is what you say now. But what they are doing essentially is creating a barrier between themselves and their client and their prospect, because they are afraid that the prospect will say no or question them somehow. And so they use templates and scripts and automation as a filter, or as a protective layer to keep them away from what they perceive to be rejection by a prospect. And when you are selling and someone doesn't take you up on your offer, you're not being rejected. It's not personal, unless it is, but generally speaking, it's not personal. All it is you didn't build the right kind of value for what you were asking for. So it is not the fact that someone said no, you weren't good enough. You actually just told yourself that you didn't follow a good enough process to get them to say yes. So it's completely different than sort of finding the script that has the magic incantation inside of it that will make the customer buy. That's you hiding. What you need to do is create a process that allows you to talk to your customers, to show them value, to understand their problems, and to engage with them. Because when you are solving your customer's problem, you're not really selling them, are you? You're solving a problem for them. And for that solution, they're paying you money. And so if you were able to keep that in your head, that your job is to provide a service that creates a solution for a problem that your potential client has, well, then selling is actually really quite easy, because what you're trying to do is not get them to give you money. What you're trying to do is get them to expose their problem so you can see if your solution is right. It flips the control back to you, because you are now the decider of whether or not your solution is the right opportunity for them, number one. And then number two, if someone says no and you are convinced that your solution is the right opportunity for them, then the customer has just told you that there's something broken in your process because you did not uncover needs early enough, or you did not uncover pain early enough, or you did not help them expose their pain and explain your solution in a value-driven way so that they know that you are the solution for their problem. So a no actually just tells you, oh, something's broken. They're not saying, no, you're not good enough and you're bad and I reject you. All they're saying is, I don't see the value in the solution. And so that's not a failure on their part, it's a failure on your part. So it just means you have to go back to work and figure out what went wrong. But this is fantastic because nobody's ever rejecting you. So in the first phase, you are deciding whether or not the customer is a good fit for your offering. So you have the opportunity to say no or yes. And then once you get to the decision point where you have decided that they are in fact right for your offering, the customers, basically all they're telling you is, you have created enough value or you haven't. And it's not about you. It's about the value that they perceive. So it's actually really incredibly simple. Selling isn't scary. Selling is servicing your client or your prospect by giving them a solution to their problem. You don't really need to worry about them rejecting you, because when they do, they're not rejecting you. All they're saying is your process is broken somewhere. You need to build more value before you ask me for money. And that's it. Okay. Solve problems, don't sell. Build value that is worth more than the money that the customer has. It's really simple. There's never a rejection in sales. Just someone's pointing out that your process is broken or your value explanation isn't sufficient. It's not about you. It's just about what you did. Thanks. Have a great day.